support will be given in that.
All right, Raj. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Meanwhile, water logging and disruptions have been reported across Bengaluru after heavy rain lashed the city for over 6 hours during the intervening night of Sunday and Monday. Residents are describing it as the most intense downpour of the year. While the Indian Meteorological Department is yet to confirm this, it has now issued a yellow alert for Bengaluru, indicating that moderate rainfall is likely to continue across the city. According to the Karnataka State Disaster Monitoring Cell, Kengeri recorded the highest rainfall at 132 mm, closely followed by Vadherahalli in North Bengaluru with 131.5 mm. My colleague Belly Thomas has filed several ground reports. Have a look.
We are at the Vadherahalli in the eastern suburb of Bengaluru here, where a pre-monsoon shower that rocked the city for about 3 hours last night. And this is the condition that you see here. This is the Sai layout where you can see the residents are being rescued from their houses by the fire and emergency services on boats, and they are being brought here to safety. While on the other side, you can also see that the JCB here is pushing off the water from the waterlogged roads here. That goes towards Vadherahalli, and this waterlogging issue has been there in this particular area over years then, and this is the condition every monsoon times. But at this time, even at the pre-monsoon times, even before the rainy season have started, this is the condition of this area. And here the people say that there is a Rajkalwe that runs right here. I can ask my camera person to show the Rajkalwe here, wherein this goes down adjacent to the Sai layout towards a railway track where there needs to be a valve opened, is what they say. So this is the condition here where people are being brought from this particular layout where they are living to the safety here. So we have a few residents here from whom I can find out what is the exact condition here. So what is your name?
Hello, my name is Akram.
Okay, so can you explain about like what's happening here? Like how far this issue has been here?
This is a very old issue, about 25 plus years, but every year it has been getting bad to worst. This year, now presently it is very, very bad, where people are forced to go in boats and JCBs, as the sir has pointed out. We request the government and concerned department to take care and do the needful as early as possible, because it is a very, very, very bad inconvenience to all of us.
Okay. Can you tell us about the number of people who are living here and how are they affected? Like, today morning, I was told that it was just 3 hours of rain last night, and that resulted in this much amount of water that has been logged here. So what do you have to say about the entire strength of residents staying here and how are they affected basically?
Nothing less than 50 to 60,000 people staying here. And the problem is the water which comes through the Rajukalve, they say, we don't know how far it is true, that it doesn't pass through the vent which is below the railway tracks. That needs to be broadened. But my question to the government is, why is it taking so long to expand and increase the capacity of the vent? It doesn't take years to get the right. It is very, very sad to say that a lot of people are inconvenienced, students, elderly citizens. I have a factory behind the railway tracks. We are severely affected. We are not able to go. We have to think 10 times before coming into this area.
Okay. So this is the condition here at the Vadherahalli's Sai layout here, where you can see the JCB still on duty, pushing off the water. They are unable to pump it because a lot of water is like mixed with all dirt here, and the suction pumps would get clogged if they were to suck out water from here. You can see the height of the water that has been clogged here. You can see a bus that has been stuck there, and there are still residents trapped at their houses whom the fire and emergency services are trying to rescue with the help of boats. There are patients stranded at homes, and this is the condition here at the eastern suburb of Bengaluru. With camera person Pawan, this is Belly Thomas for News 6, Bengaluru. We are at one of the waterlogged localities of Bengaluru here in the eastern suburb called the Vadherahalli in Sai layout. You can see that the residents from the first floor houses that have been inundated by water are being brought by the fire and emergency services on boats here. There are people who are bedridden here who have been brought to safety here, and so this is the condition here at the Sai layout, where the rains last night had showered here for only about 3 hours. But the issues prevailing here is about a 13 to 15-year-old problem is what people say here. We can talk to one of the residents here who's been staying here for years. Ma'am, what is your name?
My name is Nilofer. I'm staying here from more than 30 years. I'm staying here. From past 10 to 12 years, I'm facing the same problem here. But when we talk about they told vent problem is there, Rajkalve problem is there, vent problem is there, the railway track problem is there. But from 3 years, it is happening. 3 years, they told, crores and crores amount is sanctioned. I went with Bharati Baswaraj, D.K. Shivakumar, everyone came, every inauguration, everything was done. But until now, nothing has been done. When we talk about state, they'll tell center. When we talk to center, they'll tell state. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing in my whole life this disaster has happened, worst disaster. And the name they want to write, Greater Bengaluru. That name should not valid for this, they should be Water Bengaluru. That is the correct name for this Bengaluru.
So that was one of the residents talking about, the government rushing up for making this Greater Bengaluru. And right now, as we speak here, the SDRF, the fire and emergency services, and the civil defense personnel are at work here. And this is not only the waterlogged locality here in Bengaluru. We have waterlogging incidents at Kormangla, Silk Board, a little of waterlogging in Indiranagar and HBR layout. So similar waterlogging situations have prevailed only because of the pre-monsoon showers that have hit for only 3 hours last night on Sunday. With camera person Pawan Kumar, this is Belly Thomas for News X Bengaluru.